I think when people validate you, um, that's all well and good, but be careful, because somebody who's trying to validate you, it could be a very innocent manipulation game of validating because they want your approval, validating because now you might let them in, validating because maybe you'll give them a favor. It's not like somebody who's validating you is conniving some plan that they've written out. It's much more primal than that. It's much more instinctual and survival than that. Think about like a parent validating their kid for going to the bathroom, validating their kid for good grades. It's usually not just about supporting them in a life decision and celebrating a victory that the kid is excited about. It's usually because the parent is doing the same thing that a dog does, that you do when you train a dog, give them a treat when they do what you want. And that idea permeates in our society. Think of simps, myself included. When there's somebody you're attracted to, you accidentally treat them different. Accidentally or on purpose sometimes, maybe, because you're wanting something inside you wants their approval, and so there's this innate thing. Sometimes we can be pandering, and if you see somebody who has skills or has success or has whatever, you almost like fawn over them, and not in a gross way, because you get more sophisticated in more of like a however you want way to try to get their approval or try to get their attention, because you just want what they have. Like, think about Michael Jackson, and people would go to his concerts and try to rip off his skin or try to touch him. There's this weird thing in our psyche. It's a very human thing. When we are attracted to something or someone or whatever, we just need it. We want it. And so what I'm saying to you is, if you have a desire for likes, eyeballs, attention, be careful if that starts coming, because it could be some red flags. It could be some blind spots. If you get validated in some area of your life, don't let that validation be an answer that you're right. Let that validation be for that person, not for you. You keep searching, you keep working, you realize that these are the cycles. Sometimes people agree with you, sometimes people see you, sometimes people disagree with you, sometimes you're invisible. It's all a cycle. And just because you're getting eyeballs doesn't mean you're on the right track. And just because you're getting ignored doesn't mean you're on the wrong track. You've got to learn how to listen internally. Block out the noise of the people closest to you. I mean, take this with a grain of salt. Yes, obviously you care about the opinion and the perspectives of the people closest to you, of course. But when it all comes down to it, you are the one that you have to go to sleep with at night. You are the one that you have to face in the mirror. And it matters what you feel and think in your heart first. That's all I had to say. Hope you have a great day.